Well, what an end to a brilliant series and a brilliant match. It's quite fittingly in the end that Mohammed Siraj, who's been so good throughout the series, picks up the last wicket and levels the series 2-all here at the Kia Oval. It's been a brilliant display of Test cricket right throughout. We've been saying this consistently right from the first game to the last. All five tests getting into the last day, and today also it seemed like as if it was the last session of day 5 and anything could happen there. But 35 runs to win for England. They came so close yet so far there, and India winning it by 6 runs in the end. Mohammed Siraj picking up another fifer, and he's been brilliant. We'll be discussing all that and more on this podcast. For those who are joining us new, welcome to Boundary Line Podcast. My name is Dylan Pink. I've got Sheldon Doherty on the show with me, and we are here to review the fifth and final test, day 5 of this Anderson-Tendulkar trophy. It all comes to an end. I don't know what we're going to do from tomorrow onwards, but this has been such a brilliant series. Energetic, engaging, the intensity was there, the drama was there, and the drama was even there right on day 5. But Sheldon, your thoughts on the game? It was quite a roller coaster in the end there. We've seen everything. We've seen guys batting with a broken foot, almost seen a guy batting with a broken shoulder today, and quite fittingly in the end, Sheldon, that you should say that we've got the perfect scoreline 2-all there. England 2, India 2, and both these teams have given it their best.
Oh, Dill, absolutely spot on there. I think 2-2 is a fair reflection of the series as well. It's been absolutely brilliant, Dill. We started at Headingley a long time back, it seems, and now we end at the Oval, and there's nothing to separate the two sides. And you just saw, Dill, in this one day today itself, the character from both the two sides, Dill. You saw Siraj, absolutely brilliant yet again, Dill. And, I'm pleased for Siraj. Not only like if you're a cricket fan, as a neutral, you'd see, because he's given it his all this series, right? And you wouldn't want to remember him for that Lord's finish and for the drop catch. You want to remember him for the ending of this game because he pulled India to victory and leveled the series for them. So I think it was fitting that he had that end to the series after he's given it his all. And Dill, on the other end of the spectrum, Chris Woakes coming out, Dill, with a cast on your hand when your team needs you. I mean, thankfully he didn't have to play a ball, Dill, because I don't know how he would have, but just the character shown there. And to think he doesn't have to do it, you know,
Yeah.
like he doesn't have to do that, but he comes out, he's giving it his all. Each run he ran, you could see the pain, on him, but he was doing it and absolutely brilliant. And I want to mention those two because I feel those two kind of showed what the series was about today. They showed the fight, they showed the character, and I loved even the respect between both sides shown towards the end because there's been, as we've seen, fiery moments still, but in the end of the day, there's a lot of respect between these two sides, two terrific sides, and a fair end to the series still.
Absolutely. What an end to this series. It had everything in it. And like Sheldon, you were saying, it was spiced up. It was some fiery moments there on the field, off the field. It had everything going, mind games being played. And today we've seen Chris Woakes, absolutely. What a legend. Massive respect to him to come out in that fashion. And you could see he was in pain, even taking a step and running. He was in immense pain there. But Sheldon, if he's not knighted after this, I swear, I don't know what he's got to do to get that knighthood. But let's get to the day, Sheldon. 35 runs to win. Two fours go immediately, and 8 runs already there, gone from the total. You felt that in England are in control. We said England are favourites to win this game, also because the manner in which Joe Root batted last evening, Harry Brook batted last evening as well, and they took England so close and on the cusp of victory there. But you felt with those 3 late wickets, India were always in the game and inspired bowling unit for them today, Sheldon, with Mohammed Siraj, Prasidh Krishna bowling in and not giving the batters anything to hit much over there. But in the end, you've got to say that they held on to their nerve and got the job done.
Yeah, and I think the key wicket was Jamie Smith. We mentioned yesterday also
Yeah.
he was the last recognized batter there. So once India got him early on in the day as well, I thought that was a big moment and that opened up the game even more for India. Because if you have a batter there when you need 20 odd runs, you'll back yourself
Yeah.
most times, 9 times out of 10. But as soon as Siraj got him in the second over of the day, India felt this is our game. You know, and it was a bit overcast. India must be like, finally we got some conditions to suit us, right? Which I think they have been very unlucky with the weather so throughout this tour, India. So finally they did get some luck there. And the old ball, Dill, in a series where everyone kept asking for ball changes, India didn't take the new ball today, Dill. A ball which was very old, and it was doing a lot till it swung more than any new ball has this this series. It was very good bowling conditions, but you need bowlers to make use of that till. There's no use having conditions if you don't land it, right? And I thought both Siraj and Krishna barely gave any balls to hit. They were both on the money, and Siraj especially till. I don't think he bowled a bad ball all day today. He was just absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, what a bowling performance by Mohammed Siraj. Really, really inspired bowling there. The way he ran in every ball, Sheldon, that he's bowled in this entire series, you could see he's running in hard, even though he's tired and feeling that his legs are probably not able to like bear the pain, but he's running in and just giving it his all there. But did you actually feel like Jamie Smith could have applied himself a little more better? Coming from a guy who's played really well, and we've seen him in this series, the way he's batted, can really bat so well, Sheldon. But did you feel that perhaps if he had to stay a little more calm, there was no sort of need to go after the shot, right?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely spot on that, Bill. I think Smith's been brilliant throughout the series, but just this game, I feel like he didn't back himself enough. I feel like he didn't rate his own game almost. He's a better batter than that, Bill. We've seen he's had an excellent start to Test cricket, but just these last two games, he's probably not been at his best. Probably the only dip he's had in his young Test career so far. But yeah, Bill, I think he will learn from this. I think many of those English players will learn, especially the middle order. Even young Bethel who came in, he had a baptism of fire this game as well, Dil, where he just seemed lost. And yeah, I think for Smith as well, it's a learning experience. It just shows also, Dil, you have time in Test cricket. There are periods where it's tough, but I thought Atkinson actually applied himself pretty well, Dil.
Yeah,
You saw he took it
absolutely. Yeah.
upon himself, and maybe Smith could have looked at Atkinson a bit. You can take a few balls, you can see off, that early spell, and I think yeah, Smith will regret it. I feel that was the key turning point today. Once Smith got out, then yeah, it was all India.
Yeah, and coming to the player of the match, Mohammad Siraj, rightfully so, being a judge, do you think?
Oh, spot on, Dil. No doubt about it. I mean, absolutely brilliant from him, Dil. And I think also for many players, many fans, many critics, everyone before the season, everyone knew Siraj is good. But they probably were like, he's a level below, he's not at that world class level. But I think everyone's become a fan of Mohammad Siraj this season. Absolutely brilliant. Bowled his heart out, more
Yeah,
overs than anyone. He wears his heart on his sleeve. At times you think he's aggressive, but he just loves playing for India and he loves bowling, Dil, and it showed today. It showed throughout the series. Such a terrific series for Siraj, and yeah, I was pleased for him, to be honest, because he needed a moment like that. At the end of the 2024 World Cup, right? In South
yeah.
Africa, he said, it's all about Jassi Bhai, right? No, it was about Siraj Bhai today, right? I mean, it was all about him, and yeah, terrific moment for him, and yeah, well deserved man of the match.
Absolutely. Mohammad Siraj quite fittingly in the end also taking that last wicket, another fifer for him, and you could see the passion. He just bowls his heart out, and rightfully, like you said, also wears his heart on his sleeve. And now the player of the series, would you agree? Shubman Gill from India, of course, fantastic season that he's had, 754 runs, breaking records all throughout, the series there. And for England, it was Harry Brook. I thought it should have gone to somebody else though, because Harry Brook, of course, he's a brilliant player. Once in a lifetime, you find that sort of a guy come up and play that kind of knocks there under pressure that he's played there. But you felt that Stokes should have actually got the man of the series from England.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very harsh on the two players who got man of the series, but I felt both of them should have been someone different. I thought Siraj and Stokes should have been the man of the series, and I don't think that's a bad shout. But
Yeah,
again, on the two players that got the man of the series, they both played excellent as well.
yeah,
Let's not take anything away from them. It's not like they were two mugs who got it, and like Shubman Gill, more runs than anyone, till 700 plus runs, till absolutely brilliant. I mean, the way he led as well. I think, it's hard to argue with those stats, but just because Siraj was so good as well, that's why I thought that. But yeah, Gill, brilliant, leading from the front. He said he wanted to be the best batter in the series. He said that pre-series
yeah,
he was the best batter. He was terrific. I mean, the first two games as well, that he single-handedly was dragging India with those runs he made. He was superb. He led brilliantly here as well. And yeah, I think Gill, very good choice for man of the series. And I think with him as captain, India has a very bright future, especially in Test cricket. And Harry Brook, I mean, that innings yesterday, they're so unlucky to be on the
yeah,
losing side because I
yeah.
thought it was some knock. He played a terrific knock as well at Edgbaston when England lost a terrific 100 there, and a 99 as well in the first game. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think Brook also did. He had some terrific games. But yeah, why I do say it should have been Stokes is because he got two man of the matches in this series. Though. He was England's premier player. In those
yeah,
first few games when no one was bowling for them, he was carrying this team with bat
yeah.
in the field at times with the ball. I mean, he was just brilliant. Probably unlucky he didn't get to finish the series, but yeah, I think it should have been Stokes. What about you, Dil? Do you think it was right, the play of the series, or would you have gone differently?
Looking back, I feel yes, especially for India, I felt
Yeah.
Shubman Gill. There was no way that you could look past him because 754 runs in his debut series as captain. That was not even playing at home; he's playing away.
Yeah.
Immense pressure on him to lead the team. Of course, in the absence of Kohli, Rohit Sharma, and Ashwin, he's got a young team there. All eyes on him because the team is just come off a loss in Australia as well, and that was hammering actually that they got there. But and I really felt that Shubman Gill, yes, was a right call there. But for England, I honestly felt it should have been Stokes also to an extent, and even Root,
Yeah.
the way he's played, especially in the last three games, carrying England and playing those important knocks, and Stokes, like you said, absolutely just being the front man for England and just carrying them through every test match day, and especially winning those small moments, which I thought were very important for England, and that's why they were always in the game when he was there coming up to bowl, putting his body on the line. But I think Harry Brook, all five tests, he's done something or the other, ignited something in the field or taken some spectacular catches. He dropped a few also, but he scored really well, and I think that's what it is, for Harry Brook. And I think in the end, it's a fair choice. We can always have our
Yeah.
own opinions, but I thought in the end, I thought was good.
And I think also the play of the series were decided by the opposition
By the
coaches,
opposition
right?
coaches, yeah. So I think fair enough. They felt that this was the guy who was actually like
Yeah.
important for us, and this wicket or this person actually did something that we couldn't just
Yeah.
bowl properly or bat properly. So I really understand that from that point. But what was your favorite moment in this whole Test series? We've had some brilliant moments. At least your top three moments, I would say.
Oh,
Because it's very tough, I think, in a series like this where you got to name at least one moment. But I think just to be fair to all the players there, I think there were several moments in this five test match series there but what was your top three moments in this?
oh, Dil, I think there's some brilliant moments throughout the series. And the first one I want to say though, Dil, is one which I think I just loved. You know, many a times we complain about slow overs, right? The slowest over of the series, it was towards the end of the Lord's Test, third day, when England had to bat one over. It should have been actually three overs still, but Crawley and Duckett came out and India came and Bumrah was bowling, and that was drama. Dil.
That
That was
was
probably
pure
the first
drama. That
moment that
was that was just one of the best moments I've ever seen, man, on a cricket field. Like
that was
intense.
that was terrific. And for those who didn't see it, obviously, there was 6 minutes left. Usually you can get two overs, even three overs in that over, but Crawley and Duckett took that time. Crawley gets hit. He didn't really get hit. He got tapped on the glove, but he moves his finger. He calls out the physio. Then Gill's also sledging him. It's all drama. I thought that moment just brilliant. Dil. Another moment I'd go. I think Punt coming out injured. Dil. I think that was some moment. Dil. It just showing the character of the guy when he was ruled out of the series that he comes out to bat, showing the warrior nature of him. And another one, Dil, I mean, this probably Root going past Pointing and Callis as a moment,
Yeah.
just him getting that milestone also. I think those three would be my moments probably of the series. What about you, Dil? Would you have different moments in there as your top three?
Not much to take away, like, I mean, almost the same. I would say number three would be the moment at Lord's, when Zach Crawley and Ben Duckett, I would go with that as well, because that was absolutely hilarious. It was intense. It had everything going on, and just both teams, you could see how much they wanted to win this test match and would go to any lengths to to win it. And it was absolutely brilliant. Number two would be, I think it's in between Rishabh Pant and Chris Woakes. I think both of them just
Brilliant.
coming
Yeah.
out to bat with their injury and just showed how much it meant for both the teams to actually put their bodies on their line. And Rishabh Pant batting with a broken foot, scoring a 50, and he had to face some balls also, right? He had to
Yeah.
face the bowling of Jofra Archer, all these guys. So it was
Yeah.
really tough. And Chris Works, just the sheer dedication that he had to put his arm in a sling and in a cast and walk down the steps and come out onto the field and say that I'm going to be still standing right till the end and I'm ready to take a blow for my team. It's just the attitude said so much for both these guys. And the number one moment for me would have to be from today. It was Mohammed Siraj finishing the game off. Actually, I would also think, like, the one where he got Zach Crawley out yesterday was
Similar ball
absolutely
also.
similar
Yeah,
ball also, so,
yeah.
and that really opened up the gate. But very tough to choose, and go past what he did today with picking up the last weekend and just running in, steaming in, and just bowling his heart out there. So that would, for me, would be, something iconic. And I think this series would probably go down, Sheldon, I feel, in history. And a lot of people will remember these moments that this series was known for. What do you think?
Dylan, I thought it was brilliant that we had handshakes as well today. I mean, absolutely brilliant.
Finally, finally.
Finally, we got the handshakes, but yeah, Dylan, overall, I think it's just been superb. I mean, I think that's the best test series I've ever seen, Dylan. I
Yeah,
think, that's not a fast stretch as well. Five-match series going right down to the wire.
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, Dill. Where does this leave us, though, Dill, for India? Where do you see this going? Is this the start of the new era for Test cricket? A big result for Gautam Gambhir as well. He's had a
Yeah,
tough start to his coaching career, especially in Test cricket, but this will be a huge boost. And of course, I think they have some home Test matches coming, Reddell, so that should be easier. You'd say nothing's easy in cricket, but at least going back to home now should be a boost for India. Maybe get some more series wins, and that could help Gambhir and Gill build even further, right? From what's been a very positive series for India.
absolutely. I believe this has been a huge achievement for them, this series over here, that they've actually come and made it 2-all. So that would be good. And it is a young team. Yes, there's no Kohli, Rohit, Ashwin, but if you see that team, it's pretty new. Most of them are just playing like their first few games. So I would say that we are going to be seeing this team a lot more. Go ahead, names like Sai Sudarshan, that's going to be there, and just all the other guys that are still waiting in line there to just come out there and contribute. And it is a big achievement for everybody that's led India up until this moment as well. So Gautam Gambhir, not the best, you'd have said, at the start of the series. He was under immense pressure to get the team off, but in the end, you would say it was a job well done. But there's still some questions that they have to answer with regards to the bowling. Sometimes has been like, wayward, with sometimes the team selection has not been the best of it, and you felt that, man, Kuldeep should have played. A lot of talk whether he should have played a test match, but I think they've stuck to this guns and stuck to this strategy. They know what can happen on the field and who's that guy that can get them the wicket. So I would say that yes, this is going to be a new era now with Shubman Gill leading the team, and he can be so proud of himself, Sheldon, in his debut series as captain, coming to England with a very good England side there, and he's managed to make it 2-all. So that's a big achievement. But where does this look now for England? Of course, they're going to go for the Ashes in the next few months, later in the year. A lot of talk about whether they can win a series there. They definitely have the team, Sheldon, I would say, but you would have to think that the bowlers have to be fit there, because Australia's bowling lineup is like really good, and you'd have to say that Archer and Wood and Stokes really have to bring up their A game.
Oh, Dill, I mean, you just spoke about this series, right? Next test for England in Perth. In the start of the Ashes series, another brilliant series coming up, Dill. It's going to be amazing, right? I mean, for England, I think it's the best chance since 2010, Dill. I really do feel, I
Yeah,
think, but as you mentioned, the bowling attack, that is the biggest question mark. We saw here the bowling attack they ended up with this game, not the strongest one they can put out, right?
yeah,
Archer would need to be fit. You need pace there in Australia. You need your best bowlers. Woakes also, if he's fit, definitely has to go there. And Stokes. I mean, Stokes is the most important player in this England team. Not only for his bowling or his batting, just his captaincy. You can
yeah,
almost see the belief in the team. I think England can beat anyone when he's there, and I think
yeah.
they can lose to anyone when he's not there. I think that's the difference in when Stokes is there and he isn't there, and that's going to be superb. Dill, we'll cover it as well, Dill. And yeah, I mean, it's in November, Dill. I think everyone needs a rest, though. I think if you're England or you're India, Siraj, go on vacation now, take your time, 3 months off, put your feet up, no bowling. Thankfully for these bowlers, I really feel for the bowlers, Dill. 5 matches, hard work, and so many of these guys who started the series didn't make it out of it, right, Dill?
Yeah,
The punt, Stokes, Archer, Bumrah, all these guys who started the series didn't end up
absolutely.
finishing it, and that's how tough a five-match series is. It's not easy, and England going to Australia the second they reach Australia, Dill. the press are going to be on them. You know,
Absolutely, yeah.
we've seen Australia be on them saying, worst England side ever to come. You're 5-0, 5-0. You know, it's going to be brilliant. What, it's only August, but we still have so much good cricket to come this year.
Yes, it's only August, but we still have plenty of action to come in the world of cricket. And this has been a riveting test series. The thrilling finish once again. And the series has given us so much. We've constantly been saying that we've got a double hundreds, we've got big hundreds, we've had a fifer, we had guys putting their body on the line. We've had everything. We've had all five tests go on till the last day, into the last session almost, right? And we still didn't know who was going to win. But India, in the end, finally sneaking one past and winning this test match by 6 runs. It's also their narrowest test victory in their history. So that's also brilliant. And congratulations to both the teams. And I must say, this has been a very, very brilliant and closely fought test series. Stay tuned to Boundaryline Podcast for more such videos, guys. And do check out our Instagram handle. It's there in the description. And don't forget to leave your comments in the comments section and share this video with everybody. Thank you.